can I unmix this track? What I have today is basically an unmixing software. Load in a mixed stereo track and it will separate it out into stems. RipX DAW it's called, by Hit and Mix. That's Hit N Mix. I've been using a similar software for a while now, and I thought it would be interesting to compare the two and see how well they work. The software I've been using isn't marketed for ripping out stems, so I'm not going to identify it, but it can do that, and I'm going to show you the results. Right now, I don't know whether my current software or RipX DAW will be better, and we're going to find out together. Clearly, there is enormous scope for illegality in ripping out stems from tracks, and Hit and Mix wanted me to say this. Debbie.
The creators of RipX DAW, Hit and Mix Limited, do not condone ripping of audio without the appropriate copyright permissions. The choice of song used in this video is the full responsibility of Audio Masterclass. No copyright infringement intended. For private learning and study purposes only. The song studied is Real Love by David Meller. All song rights belong to the original artist and label.
So, yes, it's one of my own songs that I'm going to use, and I give myself full permission. The only downside is that you're going to have to hear me sing. Brace yourself. Just to clarify, RipX DAW is a huge software with many capabilities. But for myself, my interest is stem separation, so I'm going to concentrate on that. Here's the song in the master distributed to streaming services. I'm going to make an edit of the intro, first verse, chorus, and the final chorus because there's an extra guitar and vocal in that. Instrumentation, if I remember correctly, is vocals, harmony vocals, drum machine, bass, nylon strung guitar, electric piano, synthesizer, and an electric guitar in the final chorus. It's quite a long clip, so feel free to skip through it if you like.
There's a moment in time for that young love. Love shines for a moment, then fades away. Love dies in a moment. It isn't always that way. Real love will survive for a long time, maybe for life. Real love is alive. It's a
Okay, I'm going to take that clip and separate it into vocal, bass, percussion and other instruments using my mystery software. So here we have it. I'm going to play the clip through and solo the stems as I go. I'll probably tweak the levels in the video edit so you can hear everything clearly.
Isn't always that way. Real love will survive for a long time, maybe for life. is gone in a moment. Only real love survives.
So what we hear are that firstly, the four stems add up to a convincing whole. I can hardly hear any difference from the original, so we haven't lost anything. Hardly anything. The bass is a bit of a blur. I can hear the notes and a bit of the rhythm, so clearly some of that has intermingled with the other instruments stem. Other instruments is probably what I would expect, everything that really can't be distinguished on its own. The vocal is reasonably clear, maybe a bit of a mush, but then some of that will be the effects I've used to try and hide my voice. I wouldn't be the only one to do that kind of thing. The drums, well, drum machine, are good, but it isn't quite as crisp and clear as it should be. The individual beats seem a little bit smeared in time. Oddly, I quite like it. So let's go over to RipX DAW and see what it can do. I just drag the clip over and I can choose what stems to separate out. I'm going to choose them all, and I'm going to save the stems rather than work with them in RipX DAW. You can definitely work with them in RipX DAW and do amazing things, but my personal preference, not a recommendation, is to work with the stems in Pro Tools that I'm already familiar with. It's getting a bit complicated on screen now, so I've coloured the Mystery Software stems in blue and the RipX DAW stems in red. I'll play the clip through and solo the RipX stems.
It's a hungry, burning fire. Ordinary love has its time. Ordinary love passes by. In a moment, only real love survives.
What I'm getting here is an increase in clarity. The bass notes and rhythms are better defined, the drums are much more crisp, and the vocal is significantly improved. Not quite as it was in the original multitrack, but not at all bad. Let me play the verse in RipX DAW and my Mystery Software and pick a winner.
First love, there's a time and a place for your first love. First love, there's a time and a place for your first love. Love shines for a moment, then fades away. Love dies in a moment. It isn't always that way. Love shines for a moment, then fades away. Love dies in a moment. It isn't always that way.
Well, it's clear that RipX DAW is the winner. There is some bleed from the synth, but not much. In the Mystery Software's vocal, there's more synth, and the guitar is clearly bleeding through. Not bad, but RipX DAW is better. I'll do the same with the drums. Chalk and cheese. The RipX version is so much better. What's important here is to keep a perspective on this. Separating stems like this is always going to be difficult, and what we've just heard is pretty much a miracle. Yes, the electric piano hardly got separated at all. The guitar wasn't very clear, but the vocal, drums, and I'd say the bass too, turned out amazingly well. This is just one test, and I'm going to come back to this software again soon. Just as a reminder, I'm following my own interest here, which is the separation into stems. RipX DAW can do a lot besides, so I'm just showing you part of its capabilities. Oh, the comments. What do you think about what you've just heard? What would you use RipX DAW for? See you soon.